Real estate market, it's super hot right now, especially if you're a seller, and there's a lot of money on the table. But some of the pushback that I think people have is, oh, I do not have the time or the energy or the desire to get my house ready to list. It's just gonna take too much effort. Well, I'm here to tell you, your house could be much closer to list ready than you think. Getting your house ready to sell. I really don't know anybody who loves doing this. Maybe professional stagers, but most homeowners, it's about the last thing on their list, but when they've got to sell, it's just something that has to be done. However, recent data suggests that you may not have to do quite as much as you're thinking. A survey of recent sellers from Realtor.com actually finds that many sellers were able to get their house ready in less than a month. The survey says, with many homeowners expecting a quick sale, and in many cases a lack of contingencies, the preparation process took less than a month for over 50% of home sellers this past year, with 20% completing it in less than 2 weeks. I'm seeing this with a lot of my sellers. Quite truthfully, some of the time I feel like I could just stick the sign in the ground and people would be able to look past the clutter, but I never recommend that. Doing a few things to prep your house is always recommended because it's going to make sure that buyers give you better offers because they have a better perception of the quality of the house. And if there's any minor repairs or anything that need to be done, getting ahead of the game on that is going to make for a smoother inspection period. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to completely remodel or upgrade your house. In fact, the cosmetic items are the things really that you should focus on. And sellers who wish to sell quickly can just follow the recent buyer trends. With home prices rising and interest rates going up, buyers are more serious than ever about getting into a home quickly. So much so that some are willing to take on a few projects. So if it's a project you're really not up to doing, there's odds are that there's a buyer who is. But I would say my top 3 things that you should focus on are landscaping, first impression only happens once, minor cosmetic updates, so we're not talking major projects, but decluttering, staging a bit. If there's something you know that's in disrepair that you've just lived with, it's a good time to tackle it. And touching up paint. A fresh paint job can work wonders on first impressions. If you're ready to take advantage of today's incredible conditions for sellers, but you're worried that there's just too much to do to get your home prepped, you might be closer than you think. The market is competitive enough that just a few simple touches could make all the difference, and you could put quite a bit of money in your pocket. And if you still have questions about how to sell your home, don't miss part 1 of my video series of the top questions that sellers ask me. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.